Good afternoon, guys. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. Thank you so much for stopping by. I just wanted to say, if you get a chance, please feel free to join our Facebook group. It is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life, and also check us out on Instagram at One Big Impact. So that being said, today's video is actually how to cut weight without being hungry. So you might be saying, no, John, it's not possible. Excuse me. So first of all, it is possible. And I'm going to outline a few of the things that are going to be able to help you during this process. So you might be thinking, well, Jonathan, have you lost weight? So first of all, I started out my journey originally from going from like 340 down to 193, or roughly 340. I don't really know exactly what I started at, but I went through that process. And through like doing marathons and running and doing different things, and now got into powerlifting, my food got a little bit carried away and I got all the way back up to 322. Currently, I didn't want to jinx it or anything like that, but I am currently on a journey to better powerlifting health, if that makes sense. And I've been doing better with my food, so I've gone from 322 down to 287, 289, something like that. So 30-ish pounds I've been losing. And I want to share on how I've done that and what I've done to be able to achieve that. Excuse me. So first of all, I'm going to, you probably saw the thumbnail. That's awkward. It's embarrassing, honestly. And with the new types of things, like the new owning the gym and constantly under this like massive financial stress, trying to, like, the food takes a back burner. Like, it's like, oh, I train myself. I work anywhere between, I don't know, 12 to 14 hours a day roughly, and then I train myself on top of that, and in between that gets like some food supplements and stuff like that. And then it's like, oh, do you have money today? Maybe you don't have money today. Maybe you have money tomorrow. Excuse me. So I really do what I can when I can. And that's what it's become. And it just got out of control. It's like, oh, I have 10 bucks today. Oh, I'll eat Subway. Or I have no money for the next week. I'm going to eat ramen. Like, it really is, financially, like, this whole gym journey has been extremely difficult. Like, I used to be able to excuse me, get paid on a Friday when I worked somewhere, and I would be able to go shopping and get like a t-shirt or something like that. That shit doesn't happen anymore. Like, it hasn't happened for years, like years and years and years. Like, it's been like 3 or 4 fucking years. Like, everything that I do from the gym or whatever is usually given to us. Like, there's rare occasions when I'm able to get some money, and when I do, I put it right back into here. So that being said, my excuses have catastrophically gone out of control. And I've recently said, you know what? I got to get this back in order. My excuses have gotten crazy. I've come up with just reason after reason after reason why I'm justifying eating poorly or changing these things and doing these things or whatever and stuff like that. So that being said, a couple things that have helped me, first of all, is the first thing is I have incorporated daily-ish cardio. I need to do it right now, actually. I need to go do my cardio. In addition to that, I've changed all my meals from eating out to eating in. In addition to that, I'll go through some things that I think are going to benefit you in a huge way. And I'm sorry that's like 4 minutes, but I'm just transparent, you guys. Like, my shit's been fucked up, and I'm trying to give you a way to rein it back in, like I've recently reined it back in, and I feel like I finally have like somewhat of a stronghold and stuff. So that being said, the first thing, I'm going to go through like 4 or 5 things that I think are going to be super beneficial. The first thing is think sustainability. How can I create a plan that is going to be beneficial or able to follow for a long period of time? You have to find out, think, whatever it is, can I follow this for an extended period of time? If so, why? If not, why, and then start to say, I can do it because of this, I can't do it because of this, like just different things. Like people say, I gotta diet, I gotta eat chicken and rice and vegetables for the rest of my life. Like, no, not really. And I will say that I have gotten some advice from YouTube recently, and it has really opened my soul on feeling better. Going to do my little nutrition thing yesterday, excuse me, and seeing like 290 on there fully clothed rather than 322 that was a couple months ago felt pretty damn good. And dropping, you know, significant amount of body fat and hanging on to muscle and stuff like that was really cool. So you got to think what could be sustainable over time. The next thing is think volume, not energy. What I mean by that is volume means size and energy means calories. So I guess the easiest way to understand it would be if I have a massive salad with chicken, not like tons of dressing and all that shit, but just a massive salad with chicken and some dressing, like a few tablespoons of dressing. That would be volume. Okay, volume would be a big salad. But if I come over here and I eat spaghetti and it has tons of calories, tons of carbs, tons of meat and stuff like that, and it's all like, it's like red meat, it's got the pasta sauce, it's got the pasta noodles, it's got probably butter in there, garlic, all those things. And so one is going to be like 300 to 500 calories or something like that, and then one is going to be like 700 and 900 calories. So in the big scheme of things, if you don't want to be freaking starving all day, you would want to shoot for salads. Now you might be thinking, fuck, Jonathan, I don't want to eat salads all day. You don't have to. Like, that is not, that's just a slight example. Let me give you a little bit better example of something that I think can work for a lot of people. So if you like, for instance, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, if you eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and you don't really weigh the peanut butter, you just wipe it on there and you just wipe the jelly on there and you just grab some bread. So this bread could be an option that you can switch to. This bread is Sola, and it has one net carb and it's 40 calories per slice. So 2 slices of that is 80 calories. And then you could switch your peanut butter. First of all, you could even start by just weighing your peanut butter. You don't even have to like cut out your peanut butter. Just weigh your peanut butter. You don't even have to eat the low carb bread. You could just go from not weighing your peanut butter to weighing your peanut butter and weighing your, like measuring your jelly. And just doing that alone is probably gonna cut 200 to 300, 400, 500 calories out of your entire day. You don't have to go fast with this. This can be a slow, tiny little thing. So, and then as you get further along your journey, okay, Jonathan, it's not changing and stuff like that, then you can switch to a lower carbohydrate option, lower calorie option. And you could do something like PB Fit and sugar-free jello or jelly or whatever. And you can cut your calories in half again, but still be able to eat the same shit. So it's really cool. So think volume. If I get a piece of hamburger meat, so I get a piece of hamburger meat, it's like this big. But if I get turkey, I get a piece this big. That's a huge fucking difference. Like, that's volume versus energy. So, and you're not getting any necessarily like more energy out of hamburger versus turkey. Like, it's just food versus food. So that being said, you want to think, everybody says eat your vegetables and stuff like that. I will say if you incorporate something that does have vegetables in it, like broccoli or salad or like lettuce or anything like that, it's definitely going to make you feel fuller longer, and it's going to give you that satiation, and you're going to get like super low calorie expenditure or super low calories in general or whatever. A side tip, not related to anything, the more protein you eat, first of all, you're going to feel fuller longer, but more importantly, the thermogenic effect of eating protein is way higher than eating carbohydrates. So you burn more calories by your body digesting protein than you do your body digesting potatoes, for instance, or whatever. So you just understand that your body has to use more calories to break down proteins, like meats and stuff like that, than it does carbohydrates. So keep that in mind. So the next thing is, do not only cut calories. So you only have so many calories in the day. You can only cut so many before you're dead, basically. So you have to understand there are things that you can start to include. Water, this is like a flavored water. It's just like one of those little electrolyte packs that I grab or whatever, and that's put in there so it tastes good, because Arrowhead tastes like freaking dog shit, and we all know that. But that's all I have. So you can do things like fasting, periods of time. You don't have to just cut calories. You can just let your body burn fat throughout that day or whatever. You can add in like some light cardio, 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes 3 times a week or something like that, and just make sure you're consistent with your food. Another thing is that you do need to be very consistent with your food. If your calories are not being tracked, you're gonna have a hard time going anywhere. So just keep that in mind. The next thing is realize realize weight, get more food by not eating out. Oh, realize, I don't know what the hell I wrote, realize that you're probably gonna get a hell of a lot more food, like volume of food, by not eating out. Or maybe not, it just depends. If you were eating, for instance, and people say, oh, I don't go in there, I don't do this, whatever. You say whatever the hell you want, but I don't fucking believe you. Say you're eating McDonald's or Starbucks and you grab like a muffin or something like that, and then for dinner you grab Wendy's or something, and then for lunch you grab, what's that place, Chipotle or something like that. You may have eaten like 4,000 or 5,000 calories, but it's not like you're gorging yourself. It's just like 3 basic meals, but it wasn't that much. You can make those, you can make your own food at home, and you can be significantly less calories, and you just have just as much food, if not way more. So you get way more volume for way less calories, which is really, really, really huge. So that's what I've changed, is stopped eating out, because it just wasn't working. Like I was trying my ass off to track it, like Subway and stuff. There's no fucking way. It's like, this is 900 calories. And I'm like, this is 900 calories. This is the only fucking thing I ate today. Why the hell didn't I lose weight? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And the reason for that is because they're going to say, yeah, this is 900 calories, but the bread's 400, but this is that. But there's no way they know what you're putting on your thing and stuff like that. What is that? Just the bread? Just the meat? Like, no, it just says it's too hard to track that shit. You don't know what they're cooking the steak in. You have no idea what the fuck's going on, okay? So the next thing is eat foods you like, but change the ingredients around. So I like tacos or meat. So I am eating, for instance, you can use this for yourself. I am eating 1 pound of lean 99.1 ground turkey, 1 pound. And I did 1 pound because it's fucking easy. I flop it in there, I don't gotta weigh anything. I just throw it in there and I know exactly what it weighs because it's a pound when I buy it. And I brown that or whatever, and then I put the taco seasoning. That's 486 calories for the ground turkey. It's 20 calories for the taco seasoning. It's 25 calories for about a 1/4 cup of salsa. I do low moisture cheese. It's a 1/2 cup of that. It's about 140 calories there. I do light sour cream, and I do 35 grams, and that's 58 grams, which is 35 calories. And then I do 4 romaine lettuce leaves, which is roughly like 20 to 30 calories. And I've gotten to the point to where I'm not making tacos out of it. I'm actually just chopping it up because it's a hell of a lot fucking easier for me. And then I don't have to get shit all over my hands, and I just eat it like a little salad or whatever. And it's 711 total calories. And if you're a small female, you could probably eat that twice a day. If you're a male, you could probably eat it 3 times a day and still be in a fucking deficit. And it's a massive, disgustingly large amount of food that makes you want to freaking die afterwards. And guess what? You're in a deficit, and it's something that you can do. It's sustainable, and it works for you. I've eaten it every day for the fucking month. And in addition to that, things to stay away from, I'd stay away from fast food, alcohol, and sugar. If those are your trigger items, be careful. You really truly can do this any which way. You want to eat 3 donuts a day? That's 900 calories. You're going to be in a deficit. I promise you, after you eat those 3 donuts, you're going to be starving. You need to keep your protein up while you lose weight at about 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you're super fat, then maybe a little bit less than that. 0.6 is probably perfectly fine. But if you don't keep it up, the weight you lose is not going to be through fat. It's going to be through muscle and fat. So keep up the good work. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you're looking for meal plans, I have 8-week plans for $80. And check us out on Facebook. Like I said before, our group is called Healthy Living for Healthy Life. I'm sorry that was such a long video, but I hope it was informational. If it was, please leave a comment. Thank you so much. Goodbye.